The anime takes place in a fictional metropolis separated by the letters of the alphabet. A monster appears in City A and begins to wreak havoc as he defeats Lightning Max and Smile Man. A reporter narrates what has happened and then the report suddenly cuts out abruptly. Then we see a bald man named Saitama who decides to leave and do something about the situation. As the monster is about to kill a girl, an incoming Saitama arrives and saves her. The monster introduces itself as Vaccine Man and claims to have come into existence to eradicate mankind due to their pollution of Earth. Vaccine Man then transforms himself into a giant monstrosity and Saitama destroys him with a single punch, which establishes the fact that Saitama is incredibly OP. After a single punch killed the monster, Saitama screamed in frustration that he has defeated yet another enemy in just a single punch. We learn that he longs for competition yet cannot ever find any because he is simply too powerful and therefore he is bored. The episode then switches to a flashback 3 years before he became a hero, showing an unemployed Saitama's encounter with Crablante, a man who gained crab-like features after eating too much crab but with the lower body of a naked muscular human male wearing a pair of white briefs, bare butt cheeks sticking out. The monster spares him, explaining that it is hunting a boy with a large chin. Saitama promptly encounters the child who turns out to truly have a massive chin in the shape of a ball sack. It is revealed that the child drew nipples on Crablante's crabby body with a permanent marker while he was asleep, which is why Crablante wants revenge. When Crablante finds them, Saitama decides to be a hero and protect the child, and kills the monster by ripping out its eye stalk with his necktie. As present-day Saitama reminisces about the events while shopping, a colossal man attacks the city. The man is the result of an experimental steroid called Biceps Brachii King, developed by his mad scientist older brother. The two set out to conquer the world, only for the older brother to observe, in shock, that Saitama is riding on his brother's other shoulder. He orders the giant to kill the man on his shoulder, however, the brother hits the wrong shoulder, accidentally causing his brother's death. The enraged younger brother attacks Saitama, seemingly defeating him, and bemoans the fact that despite now being the strongest man alive, he feels empty. Saitama, emerging unharmed, comments that absolute power is boring and defeats the giant, accidentally destroying City B. After defeating the giant, he returns home at night when he was noticed by a mysterious being, revealing himself to be Super Custom YO649ZMK. Who is essentially a Carman monster thing. While Super Custom YO649ZMK brags about his love to build custom cars so much that he decked himself out and turned into a custom car-loving monster, Saitama just stares at him thinking about how he used to be scared in situations like these. Now he feels nothing because of his overpowered abilities. While Saitama is thinking this, the monster insults his shiny bald head, prompting Saitama to strike him with a single punch, obliterating the monster. The next morning, he wakes up to find himself in the middle of an invasion of the surface by overpopulated subterranean people, who have already exterminated 70% of humanity. Surprised by their strength, he deems them worthy opponents and engages in a mighty battle. At the moment where he has defeated a great number of them and is about to fight the subterranean king, he wakes up to discover that it was only a dream. Finding an actual invasion by the subterraneans outside, he is disappointed when they quickly surrender after he easily defeats their king and they show a white flag that says, "Sorry about that."
Outside City Z, a new character called Genos, who is a powerful cyborg fighter, was first shown standing in a field of decaying cow corpses. Sensing a powerful monster was responsible for this, he turns and begins walking towards the city.
While Saitama waters his cactus, the TV announces that a recent massive mosquito swarm is headed towards City Z, where Saitama's apartment is located. He attempts to swat a lone mosquito that is annoying him but struggles as the mosquito in question has incredible agility. In the abandoned city, a looter, taking advantage of the situation, has his blood drained by the mosquitoes, which are being controlled by Mosquito Girl. She fights with Genos, who as a cyborg is not affected by the swarm, each taking a limb from the other. She then powers up by consuming the blood gathered by her swarm from the animals in the surrounding wilderness. This causes the battle between her and Genos to become one-sided to the point where Genos is about to be killed, but in a crazy turn of events, Saitama has taken his personal battle with his lone mosquito all the way out to the area where Genos is fighting the powerful monster and has had all his clothes singed off due to being in collateral damage range. Seeing he is about to be attacked by Mosquito Girl, Saitama in a single slap, kills Mosquito Girl. In amazement, Genos asks Saitama to become his disciple, to which he complies. Genos eagerly appears at Saitama's door days later, much to his annoyance. He explains his situation and his history between him and the mad cyborg in a long-winded superhero origin story which frustrates Saitama. Elsewhere, a man in a secret facility analyzes Mosquito Girl's defeat and decides to capture Saitama for his experiments. Back in Saitama's apartment, Saitama and Geno's conversation is interrupted by the House of Evolution's messenger, who is promptly destroyed. Saitama is then trapped underground while Genos faces off against Armored Gorilla, another cyborg. Although Saitama soon escapes, he quickly defeats his two opponents and then questions the defeated cyborg, who panics when he realizes the rest of his team has been destroyed. In the end, Dr. Gina steps into a room full of worried subordinates discussing the fate of the team in City Z. When they turn around, it is shown that they are all clones of him.